January 26th isn't just about watching the flag wave, it's about asking ourselves the hard questions. We adopted the Constitution, but did we adopt its values? We take pride in our freedom, but do we give others the freedom to speak their truth? We talk about equality, but do we treat the help at our homes as equals? These questions stand before every citizen today who placed their country's soul upon the promise of the Constitution's preamble. Nations don't crumble because of external enemies. They weaken when citizens stop asking questions and become just another face in the crowd. If you stay silent when you witness injustice, if you accept lies for the sake of convenience, then remember this. What matters more than any parade is one honest decision. Are you just living in this country, or are you making it better? Because the Constitution doesn't live in books, it lives in the character of its citizens. On January 26, 1950, when Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar delivered his final speech before the Constituent Assembly, he gave us a warning. He said, "However good a constitution may be, if those who are implementing it are not good, it will prove to be bad. And if those who are implementing it are good, then even a bad constitution can prove to be good." Today, 75 years later, we need to ask ourselves, have we become those good people Ambedkar was talking about? The Constitution gave us rights, freedom of speech, freedom of religion, the right to equality, the right to justice. But did we accept the responsibilities that come with these rights? A mob just chants slogans. A citizen asks questions. A mob gets swept up in emotion. A citizen thinks with reason. A mob blindly follows one person. A citizen follows the Constitution. Where do we stand today? When a video goes viral on social media, do we form opinions without knowing the full truth? When someone faces accusations, do we declare them guilty before the courts do? Joining a mob is easy. You don't need to think there. You just copy everyone else. But being a citizen is hard because every decision carries personal responsibility. The Constitution made us citizens, but have we become just another mob? We all want freedom for ourselves, freedom to speak our minds, freedom to practice our religion, freedom to live life on our own terms. But when it comes to others, do we extend them the same freedom? If someone says something we disagree with, do we listen or just yell at them? If someone doesn't share our faith, do we see them as human or just as the other? If someone criticizes the government, do we call them a traitor or recognize them as part of democracy? Dr. Ambedkar said, "I refuse to recognize the existence of a community that demeans a person based on the circumstances of their birth." But even today in our country, discrimination happens in the name of caste, hatred spreads in the name of religion, and division occurs in the name of region. If these thoughts are making you think, then subscribe to the Stoic Advisor channel right now, because we don't just give you motivation, we ask the real questions that help you become a better citizen. Article 14 of the Constitution states, "The state shall not deny to any person equality before the law or the equal protection of the laws within the territory of India." But what's the reality? When a poor person goes to court, justice takes years. But when a wealthy person gets in trouble, they get bail immediately. When a worker dies, it doesn't even make the news. But when a celebrity gets hurt, the whole country worries. This isn't equality, it's hypocrisy. And here's the biggest thing. We don't practice equality in our own homes. We make our domestic help eat from separate dishes. We educate our daughters, but not our housekeeper's daughter. We want good schools for our kids, but think public schools are fine for poor children. If we can't bring equality to our own homes, how will we bring it to our country? Martin Luther King Jr. said, "The greatest tragedy is not the brutality of bad people, but the silence of good people." When we witness injustice and stay silent, we become accomplices to that injustice. When we see someone doing wrong and don't stop them, we're responsible for that mistake too. But what's the cost of our silence today? We think, what do I lose? Why should I speak up? But this very mindset destroys society. There's a story. In Nazi Germany, when they started rounding up Jews, a pastor said, "When they came for the communists, I stayed silent because I wasn't a communist. When they came for the Jews, I stayed silent because I wasn't a Jew. When they came for the workers, I stayed silent because I wasn't a worker. And when they came for me, there was no one left to speak." This story teaches us that wherever injustice occurs, speaking against it is everyone's responsibility. Today's biggest danger is that we've started believing whatever we want to hear, even if it's false. If news aligns with our views, we share it without checking. If we like a leader, we justify all their mistakes. If we favor an ideology, we accept even its lies as truth. But accepting truth as truth and calling lies what they are takes courage, and that courage is what defines a true citizen. Socrates said, "I know that I know nothing." This teaches us that true knowledge begins with humility, not arrogance. When we start believing we know everything, we stop learning. And when we stop learning, we start dying, not physically, but intellectually and morally. On January 26th, we watch the grand parade down Rajpath. Tanks, missiles, battalions of soldiers. Everything looks spectacular. And it should, because it shows our strength. But what's real strength? Tanks and missiles, or honest citizens? A country is only strong when its citizens are honest, just, and socially responsible. If we pay bribes, the country weakens. If we evade taxes, the country weakens. If we run from our duties, the country weakens. Character builds culture, and culture builds nations. If our character isn't strong, our country can't be strong either. Here's a question. Are you ready to build your character stronger with Stoic Advisor? Then hit that subscribe button now, and don't forget to tap the bell icon so you get every new video immediately. A copy of the Constitution sits in Parliament, another in the National Archives. But the real Constitution isn't there. The real Constitution lives in every citizen's heart. When someone sees a poor person and helps them, they keep the Constitution alive. When someone treats women with respect, they keep the Constitution alive. When someone protects the environment, they keep the Constitution alive. But if we only think about our rights and forget our duties, the Constitution dies. In a dictatorship, asking questions is forbidden. But in a democracy, asking questions isn't just a right, it's a duty. When we question the government, we help make it better. When we demand accountability from our leaders, we remind them they're servants of the people, not masters. When we speak up about system failures, we contribute to fixing that system. But today, we've started fearing questions. We think questioning means opposing, but that's wrong. Questioning means wanting improvement. If a doctor doesn't ask about a patient's condition, how will they provide the right treatment? If a teacher doesn't question students, how will they know what they've learned? Similarly, if citizens don't question the government, how will the government know what problems people face? This is the most important question every citizen should ask themselves today. Are you just living in this country, or are you making it better? People who just live are those who only worry about themselves, close their eyes to society's problems, run from responsibility, only demand rights without fulfilling duties. But people who make the country better are those who care about society, see problems and seek solutions, accept their responsibilities, give equal importance to both rights and duties. So think now, who are you? When you see trash on the street, do you pick it up and throw it in the bin or just walk past it? When you see someone in need, do you help or pull out your phone to record a video? When you see something wrong happening, do you stop it or think, what's it to me? These small decisions determine what kind of citizen you are. The ancient Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius, who was also emperor of Rome, said, "What we do now echoes in eternity." Every small or big action we take today affects the future. If we live honestly today, we're building an honest society. If we act dishonestly today, we're building a corrupt society. Epictetus said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." We can't control our country's circumstances, but we can control our response. We can decide whether we'll be part of the problem or part of the solution. Now the question is, what should we do? What should we do to make the country better? The answer is simple. Take small steps. First, recognize your duties. Pay your taxes on time. Definitely vote. Follow the law. Protect public property. Second, contribute to society. Help those in need. Spread education. Protect the environment. Donate blood. Third, spread awareness. Educate people around you. Share correct information. Oppose fake news. Develop the habit of asking questions. Fourth, live honestly. Don't give or take bribes. Be honest in your work. Keep your promises. Have the courage to speak truth. These small steps together can bring big change. If you're also ready to make the country better, subscribe to the Stoic Advisor channel. Here we bring you daily videos that help you become a better person, a better citizen, and build a better America. Subscribe now. Tell us in the comments what small step you're going to take starting today, and share this video so more people become aware. Long live freedom. Long live the Constitution. Long live America. The country changes right where you're standing. So from today, from right now, start from where you are.